As a life, motivational, and relationship coach, I've had the privilege of helping tons of people through decisions in multiple areas of life. Now, one area that is really close to my heart is that of relationships. It's a subject matter that I've spent countless hours learning about. It's an area that so many people struggle with, both young and old. Now, I've found out that it's not enough to just be a good person to have a fulfilling relationship. It is not enough to generally be spiritual in order to have a great relationship. Feeling in love with somebody is not enough to make things work. It takes a lot more than current compatibility to have a relationship that lasts. All those things are important, but it takes a certain level of self-awareness on many levels: psychological, emotional, spiritual, and the awareness of other people in those areas to make things work. It takes the ability to apply certain relationship tools such as conflict resolution, empathy, emotional state management, language patterns, emotional flexibility, and so on. That's what the Relationship Discovery Series is about. People are afraid to step into relationships because they don't want to be let down. They don't want to waste their time, they're afraid that people are not real out there, and they don't want to end up heartbroken. However, many don't know how to ask themselves the right questions or how to manage their emotional states as they make decisions about relationships. And those in relationships are finding out that there's more to it than butterflies. I knew I had to create this series. People need help. People need a different type of conversation. And that's what the I Just Met Me Relationship Discovery Series is about. You see, all the advice on relationships is out there. The conversations are being had out there, but the conversations out there right now are only surface deep. People are told not to allow themselves to be led on, but are not taught about their psychological biases or how those psychological biases affect the way they think or make decisions. People are trying to make choices about whether or not to enter a relationship, but don't know how to properly evaluate their own value systems or the value systems of other people. People talk about compatibility, but don't know how to evaluate or measure that. People are told to be aware of baggage, but they're not taught how to fully understand it or use it to make the relationship stronger. People are told to avoid conflicts, but not taught about conflict resolution. They're told not to lose their temper at each other, but not taught how to manage each other's emotional state. They're told that they should respect each other, but they're not taught how to implement the thought processes or patterns, the language patterns, that bring about the feeling of respect in the other person. There's a huge gaping hole that this series will fill. This series will change everything. You'll start to know why certain things happen the way they do in relationships, and you'll get some practical steps as to how to manage those patterns for the better. People will begin to understand themselves better so that they understand how to make their relationships better. The seminar is going to happen on 3 levels: the psychological, the emotional, and the spiritual level. What we're going to do is bring to your awareness some of those psychological, emotional, and environmental issues that affect your thought patterns and impact your life. This Discovery Series is a crucial first step in having a fulfilling relationship. Now, the Discovery Series will be fun for some, an eye-opener for some, and an empowering series for others. For most, however, it will be all of the above. A new conversation has started. Get some information and be there. I look forward to seeing you.